Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with horse racing tips for Wednesday, the 23rd of August. Well, these selections will be based at York. I really like the look of York, and it's not been too difficult to pick the selections. They aren't huge prices, but I think all of them have got cracking chances of winning, in my opinion, even though there are large fields. So let me get into it, and I'll explain the first one in a second. So the first selection is my nap, and the last one is my second best. So the first selection is Intrinsic Bond at 6 to 1 in the 150 at York, paying 7 places instead of 4. Well, let me just first explain, because there's going to be another bet at the end of this video, and you'll understand why. I believe there may be a draw bias. I don't know if you remember following me last time, but we got the forecast and TriCast up, made 200 and something pound. Well, the reason why I went that day for the draw bias is because when it's rained in previous days and the going is much slower, and then they've had a few dry days, it goes from wanting high numbers on the slower ground, or middle to high, to gradually edging over to low numbers as the ground quickens back up. Well, this morning it was good. Now they're talking more like heading towards good to firm. Well, Intrinsic Bond will want it would sooner run at the beginning of the card than towards the end, because the ground will be quickening. I think the ground will be fine for Intrinsic Bond tomorrow, but it will definitely be drawn on the favoured side, low numbers. So I've actually also gone for a forecast and TriCast, and that will follow very shortly. The second selection is Aztec Empire at 11 to 2 in the 410 at York, paying 5 places instead of 3. Ran a cracker at Newbury last time, travels really well, which is what you need for York. Andrew Baldwin likes a winner here, and I think it's got a great chance after tipping it first time out. I think it was in the Northumberland Plate. The third selection is Pillow Talk at 11 to 2 in the 445 at York, paying 5 places instead of 3. This horse was travelling well last time. I think it was good. I actually tipped this horse at something like 20 to 1 and it came placed. I do think it's got a good chance once again. It does travel very well. Unfortunately, last time, like a lot of my selections, it found a little bit of trouble in running and still ran a decent race, but I think potentially it could run a much better race on Wednesday at York. So the final selection is another selection I really like. That's why it's my next best, is Zulu Chief at 7 to 1 in the 520 at York, paying 6 places instead of 4. This horse made all last time, completely different horse to anything it's shown so far. Very interesting the fact that Heather Maines took it straight to this big prize, and these improving 2-year-olds, they can do absolutely anything. You know, once they hit a rich vein of form, it seems like they're capable of anything. Heather Maines, not really well known for like lightning sprinters, but she looks like she's got an half decent horse on her hands, and I still think it's well handicapped. Right, so I've also had 50 pence each way singles on those selections, and let me give you the forecast and TriCast. If you don't normally have forecast and TriCast, it might be worth putting this on, especially if the draw bias is in our favour. It comes to £5.40 for both bets for the forecast and TriCast. That's reversed, so all you need to do is pick the first and second, and first, second, and third in any order from the selections I'm showing you now. So in the 150 at York, I've gone for a combination forecast to 25p, Intrinsic Bond, Corker, Mondamedge, and Looking for Linda. Intrinsic Bond and Looking for Linda, I'm expecting to be leading, hopefully on the far side, clear. And then I'm expecting Corker and Mondamedge to be absolutely flying at the finish. Corker especially, because it seems an absolute monkey that has to be produced online. But what better thing for your forecast? A horse or 2 horses that will probably go clear, and then the horses that you want for the forecast as well, chasing them down big time. I don't know why I said big time. So then, here's a TriCast. It's a 10p, reverse TriCast, same horses, Intrinsic Bond, Corker, Mondamedge, and Looking for Linda in the 150 at York. So those are all the horse racing tips for Wednesday. I'll let you know, should there be, there will be selections for Thursday, Friday, obviously Saturday, and then no bet Sunday. So if you give me a like or a subscribe, appreciate it. Best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.